Hey guys, welcome back to the Community Cares Podcast. I'm Dave. I'm the Executive Director here at Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet.
And I'm Chaplain Chaz Blackburn, and I have the honor of being the president of Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet. And we have one of our best and biggest partners who we truly appreciate. And I'll let this gentleman introduce himself.
Thank you, guys. Yeah. Thanks for the nice introduction. My name is Jose Gomez. I work for Molina Healthcare in Nevada.
Yeah, this morning, actually, Jose and I were on what is it called? The morning
break?
Morning break, that's it.
I guess that means kids are heading back to school in 11 days, which I think for a lot of parents is probably giving them a little bit of anxiety, trying to get those last minute things done. Well, fortunately, you have help. Molina Healthcare and Good Shepherd Clothes Closet putting together a resource fair for everything that you need to know. So happy to be joined by Dave and Jose. Thank you for being here. Jose, Molina has put this on. This is going to be the second annual. Last year, such a huge success. You said we need to bring it back. So what is this resource fair all about?
So this is a back to school event. So there we're going to be giving out free school supplies, backpacks. We're also going to be doing vaccines, eye vision checks, and we're also inviting some of our other community partners to give out families other resources so if the families are ready to go, especially the kids on the first day of school.
Yeah, it's really going to be answering a lot of those, maybe unknown questions. You and I were talking in the break about, a lot of people who might be new to the area, whether they've moved here from another state or another country, might not necessarily be familiar with the vaccine requirements.
Correct. And the state, the school district has their specific requirements for each grade. So we want to make sure that families who are coming into Nevada understand what is the requirements for the first day of school regarding vaccines.
Even if you've been here too, it's not every single year your kid needs to have an updated vaccine. So you can probably forget there's a lot of stuff going on. Plus they need new clothes as well. That can get expensive. That's where Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet comes in. You guys will be handing out free clothes, Dave.
Absolutely, yeah. Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet has been in the community for over 28 years, and we're all about giving clothes for free to the people that need it most. So that's our heart, that's our mission, and we're really excited to be doing this again. Last year, we had over 400 families come by and be a part of the event and get the resources they needed most.
And what's wonderful about what you guys do as well, it's not just this coming Monday where they're going to get the clothes. You guys are available year round.
Right, absolutely. We're open 3 days a week, Mondays from 3 to 7, Wednesdays 9 to 1, and Fridays 9 to 1. And you can always find that information on our website, getclothes.org.
And Jose, we were talking to, this is billed as kind of an event for Washoe County families, but really, if you're in the northern Nevada area, you're not turning anyone away.
Yes. Last year, we actually had families coming out from Fallon, from Fernley coming out just to getting these services. So, we live in Reno, so we do have a lot of the resources in the community. And if families want to come out and just answer some simple questions, that's what we're here for, myself and Dave.
Yeah. And what is the one kind of reaction you got from families last year that you're like, this is why this resource fair is needed?
So we underestimated. We were not expecting 400 families to come out there. We were expecting like 100, 200, but when we got to 400, we knew this was a need in the community, especially in the Sparks area. So I think we were trying to bring this again. We spoke about it last year and we're like, let's do it again. Let's make it bigger.
All right. So you have certainly done that. If you are in need of any of the resources, clothes, vaccines, or just don't quite know what you might fully need for back to school, here's the information on your screen. The back to school resource fair going on Monday 3 to 6 at the Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet. That's located at 540 Green Beret Drive. As Dave mentioned, getclothes.org. You can also go to Molina's website as well for more information. And thank you both for being here. Very much appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us.
We'll be right back.
Thanks. And maybe, is it coffee break or morning break?
I think Rebecca does a segment that's coffee break, and then...
and so it's a different...
I think so,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, it felt so much. And so we were on with Rebecca Kitchen. Thank you for having us on and just talking with us about our back to school event that is happening currently as you're watching this.
Did you guys do the little wave before you went on?
No, we didn't.
Molina, you know how they made us do this?
Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah.
I think we were still quiet.
Yeah, we were quiet. We were waiting. It was cool though. It was cool because we got to see her do a few of the segments live.
That's awesome.
While we were sitting there.
That's
So
fun.
that was fun. So thank you so much for having us on. It was a blast. We had a good time, and we're definitely excited for the event happening currently right now. So thank you guys for being a part of this. If you are new or newish to the Community Cares podcast, this is a podcast that happens every single week on Mondays at 5:45 p.m., which you know because that's what's happening right now. And if you're listening to it later, it's actually on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. I always
So
say
many,
iTunes.
I know.
iTunes doesn't exist anymore.
That
Does
makes
it really
you sound
not?
like a millennial.
I know. I feel so old. My goodness.
Apple Music and all over the place. You just type in Community Cares Podcast, and we're actually the first thing that comes up. So thank you for making that happen. We really appreciate it. Without your support, there is no Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet, and there is no Community Cares Podcast. So seriously, this doesn't exist without you. So thank you.
Absolutely. And our first awesome event. I'm so excited. It was huge last year.
Yeah.
And we had probably 400 people wrapped around the building, if not 400 families.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a lot of people. And this is going to be an even bigger and better year, especially with our partners, Molina.
I think,
Right.
I was telling Rebecca Kitchen, I was like, during the segment, I was like, we were expecting 100 people.
Yeah, we were.
I think I was nervous that day. I was like really nervous.
Hope someone shows up.
Like I was like, at least one person showed up. And then I was like, and then we're like, there's people, and there's more people, and I was like, okay, 400, and then to the point that we ran out of school supplies,
Oh, I know.
which is a good thing.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that we ran out of school supplies, but we're trying to make it bigger this year, so we're
Yeah.
making it bigger and better.
Awesome.
Yeah, just getting those school supplies and clothing and backpacks. We have 300 backpacks that are donated by the Libre Initiative, who will be here. We'll have a DJ. We'll have all sorts
Thank
of
you,
people
Cesar
here.
Jr. and everybody. You guys are awesome. That's great.
Yeah, you guys are doing great work, so we appreciate that. So we're all about helping the community and getting things to the people that need it most. So thank you guys for allowing us to do that work.
So that's this Monday from 3 to 6.
It's currently happening as people are watching this.
Oh, that's right. This is a pre-recorded episode. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Thanks for blowing me up there.
So there's our twins are out there.
Yeah, that's
twins.
amazing.
So people could see us as this is live.
That's awesome. And so we started at 3 and we go till 6.
Yep, that's right.
That's awesome.
That's right. We'll be here, and the store will remain open till 7, but we're ending at 6 to kind of get that last little trickle and make sure that people are getting taken care of.
And that we're going to be providing some clothes, and then there's vaccinations, and that's so critical. A lot of people don't realize this until you have kids, but some vaccinations like DTaP you have to be able to enroll your child into public school. I had to just get Lily's, and so some families cannot afford that, and that's a huge barrier. So that's great that that's going to be offered.
And we want to give a big shout out to Catholic Charities of Northern Nevada, who's actually offering that service to the community. As you said, like people don't know, you could be a local and might not even know the most updated vaccinations that the child needs on the first day.
Yeah.
And if they don't get vaccinated, they might not be able to enter the school on the first day of school. So that's a
Oh, you're right.
big
They would not
opportunity.
let me register until that was turned in this year. I was like,
That's
I got a
crazy.
scheduled appointment. I got it done though.
We also want to give a shout out to actually the Wash Alliance Club as well too. They're actually going to be here and actually doing vision checks as well too.
Wow.
So as someone who wears glasses, I know I'm wearing contacts right now. I know it's really important to get your eyes checked. So I'm really happy that they're going to give that service as well.
That's wonderful. Wow.
Yeah, we have all sorts of great vendors and partners coming up. We have 27 right now signed up.
Wow.
And so there's a lot of tables out there currently, a lot of different resources. So thank you guys for making that possible. Everyone that came out for the event, everyone that came out for all of it. I mean, it really is a community effort, and it's just proof with all these different people that are coming out to share their resources, to share school supplies, to share information to the community. So it really matters, and we just want to say thank you guys so much for being here and being a part of that as well, those who have come to the event. The other event we want to talk about is one of our partners. They're doing an event, and this is your event also. It's another back to school event.
Correct.
And if you guys missed tonight, which this episode is airing as this is finishing up here, so what do people need to know about the event tomorrow, Jose?
So for tomorrow's event, it's on August 6th from 11 to 2. It's actually another back to school event, and that one's actually with the Washoe County School District,
Awesome.
with the North Valley Family Resource Center inside the O'Brien Middle School. So in that one, we're working with the school district, with the Family Resource Center, doing the same thing, but the only difference is that we're actually giving out free uniforms.
Awesome.
We know that in the North Valley area, it's a desert area, and all those schools particular are actually use uniforms. So we want to make sure that kids on the first day of school have a fresh new pair of uniforms.
Yeah.
We know that uniforms are expensive these days, and just helping out the family, just leave it, just some little, can make a big difference in these families' lives.
Is there any requirements, or do people have to come early, or what's the deal?
For both events, it's limited, until limited supplies, until everything is gone, that's when we will be there. But the thing is, if the supplies are all gone, our community partners are there. And this is not just for families. We selected really good partners that are also, it's just open to the whole entire community.
Okay.
We know that families these days come in different forms, like grandparents might be parents as well. Right. Again. So we want to make sure the grandparents, they need any additional services, they can get those services as well. So this event is open to the community. We want to make sure that anyone in Washoe County can come to these two events and get any service that they need.
That's great. And so that's happening tomorrow up at O'Brien Middle School. That's Jessie's resource center. She's actually been on the show with us, and she does a great job up there. And we've partnered with her, and we actually helped fill their closet initially with clothing. And we actually have a pretty cool thing here. A big thank you that she gave us. So we really appreciate her and the partnership there and all they do. So, and furthermore, all the different resources that are in the community, because there's a lot of family resource centers. So, they're doing a lot of good.
And we chose, and the beautiful part is we chose Sparks in North Valley in particular, is because we noticed that your guys' areas there's not a lot of resources in that community, and a lot of the resources are in downtown Reno.
Yep.
In Reno.
Very
so we
true.
want to bring those services to the community among those two areas, which is super important.
Well, it's kind of like our philosophy of meeting people where they're at, which your organization helped us tremendously with a huge grant, $52,000, so we could have a truck for our micro closets.
Yeah.
Thank you, because now we're able to go to Eddie House and to Circle Life Guest House and to Bristlecone and be able to really meet those people where we're at. But
Yeah.
I really, joking aside, I'm smiling because it really has helped us reach that next level. And so I thank you guys, because a lot of people are benefiting from that. So
thank you for being a partner. I think we saw that spark in you guys. We saw your guys' mission and aligns with our mission. So it was a great opportunity to hop in and expand our collaboration and making it more tighter than it already is.
Absolutely. Yeah, and we're all about meeting people where they're at, and being the change you
That's right.
wish to see in the world.
Our little cliche
It says wish. It says wish, not want.
You want to see in the world?
You want to see in the world is what Chaz normally says, but it says wish on there. But
Either way,
anyway,
the same-
it means the
same
same thing.
destination.
You're right. You're right.
Just different views, right?
Different
Which is
views.
beautiful.
Beautiful.
So our next event's going to be on August 15th, and this is for the Nevada Veterans Memorial Plaza, and you can get tickets at nvmp.us. This is super cool, though. If you haven't checked out the memorial, it's a great place just to honor our veterans
So
and those who
beautiful.
have, passed and served and were from Nevada. But it's also just a great unifier as a community, and so I just encourage you guys to support this. It starts at 6 p.m., and I've never gotten to attend one of these, but they're going to start at the water bar. And it's,
Dude, the drones. Christopher Dare was telling me about the drones.
I was working up to
I'm
that. You
sorry.
take it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, did I spoil it for you?
It's okay, but it's a gala, so it's called Sunset Sneakers and Stars.
Oh.
And so it starts at the sunset at the water bar, which is so beautiful.
Yeah.
And then you'll dress up but have sneakers, and we'll walk to the memorial, and then there's a drone show.
What day is it?
That's August 15th.
Oh man, I think
So-
we're booked until then. I would have should have a Christopher on.
I know.
Darn it.
That's okay, though.
But we'll highlight the event for sure. Christopher's a good friend of Chaz and I's, and he's what is he for the Nevada?
he's the
Middles?
president.
He's the president
Yeah.
right now. Okay.
Poor guy.
Poor guy. I was like, because he's also a councilman and also does the radio show and also does all sorts of other things. Because he had me on his radio show. That was pretty cool. And it's he's doing a lot of cool stuff in the community, and further than that, also I wouldn't be here, Good Shepherds wouldn't be here without his support. He has personally supported me and given me great advice that helped move our organization forwards, honestly.
That's how we met.
That is how we met.
A lunch at his office, and you were having your little quinoa. You had your little hipster mustache, and I was like, "Who is this guy?"
Yeah, that's right.
But
That's
you're
right.
awesome.
Yeah, but I'm awesome. Wait a second. What are you trying to imply about quinoa and mustaches?
That's okay. Jose was telling Dave and I we have to join the gym, so
I know. I do.
I do too. I know. It's the truth. It was a loving truth, I guess.
Because you tend to cool Jim. That's why.
Yes, I
cool,
do. I do.
Yeah.
I try. Fitness is important. I think
Yes, yeah.
that's my mental health. I'll release, and me running is something that I'm starting to love now. So
It's good.
That's awesome.
yeah,
That's
I've
really
never
you've been
loved
doing.
running.
yeah,
You've been doing like marathons and stuff,
yeah.
right?
I did the biggest little run.
Oh, yeah.
In I did a 10K. That was my first
Awesome.
10K.
Wow.
Did that under an hour and 5 minutes.
That's impressive. Congratulations. That's fun.
And then I did another one in Oakland, and then right now we're working. We're working for let's do a half marathon.
Yeah.
And then eventually maybe the Odyssey.
That's awesome.
That's gonna be a challenge one.
Yeah.
That's really cool. That's really cool. Yeah, no, there's always something to do in the community. That's one of the reasons why Chaz and I talk about events every single week, is because there's always something happening in the Reno Sparks community. We really are a very active and alive community. And talking to people from out of town or people that have left Reno, a lot of times I talk with them and they're like, honestly, there was always something to do, something to figure out to do in Reno.
Yeah.
And now I'm out of Reno. Now I'm in Houston. Now I'm in Florida. Now I'm in all these other places. Local events like we have here is very unique.
It is very unique.
Very unique. And so to have such a strong local community presence is amazing. It really is. And I really love the Reno Sparks community and everything we do. We have the rib cook-off coming up and so many other things, and it's just so fun to see. It really is. Right now, as you guys know, Hot August Nights is happening. I mean, just go out and I guarantee you there'll be some sort of, if it's nice out, there'll be some sort of event, and if there's snow out, there'll be something at the ski resorts. Like, there's always something to do in the Reno Sparks community.
Absolutely.
Yeah. How long have you lived here, Chaz?
My whole life. I did move
Your
to
whole
Roseville for
life.
3 years.
Oh, you traitor.
I moved back because
Traitor.
there's nothing like it here.
I know.
So-
Roseville's pretty though.
It is very nice, yeah.
There's a lot of stuff to do. There's some stuff to do there.
It's just unique. We have all the seasons.
I
There's so
know.
many different dynamics here, and like you said, the community really rallies behind each other.
Yeah, no, it's an awesome community to be in. We had last week,
Connie Ray.
we had Connie Ray on, and just she even emphasized too just how much we have in this community to do.
Yeah.
We really do. There's always something. They got a cool event coming up too. I don't know if you guys follow Connie Ray. You can find her link on our last podcast, but they're doing an event over at RPM at Junkies, and they're doing some like live event with
Is
games
that
and
closing
stuff.
out the our town? Is that the one where they just did that last night?
I think, yeah, no, it's already closed down. Yeah.
Okay, because I saw on her Facebook they closed down our town with this big concert downtown. I thought it was really awesome.
That's fun. That's a lot of fun. I love our town. Our town. There's always something to do in our town. Lots of places, lots of art to look at. You can twirl your mustache and go to
Get a special espresso.
death and taxes,
That's right.
and have some fun, right? Yeah, no, lots of fun stuff happen in the community. We definitely encourage you as a listener. We really believe from the bottom of our heart it's healthy to go out and be a part of things. Even if it's going for a walk down the river. Anything. It doesn't have to be a paid thing. It can be something low-key, something simple, but mentally it really helps us as individuals to be out in the community. The worst thing you can do is just always be at home and by yourself.
Yeah.
That's literally the worst thing you can do for yourself. Now, sometimes it's okay. Sometimes you need a break. Sometimes you need to take a step back and recharge, and that's totally okay. But there are so many studies that say, no, we're meant to be in community. We're meant to
Connection,
be with
yeah.
other human beings, and it helps us so much mentally. You got nothing to add?
Nothing to add.
Nothing to add to that?
I agree. There's nothing much to say.
See, I want to bring Christopher Dare back because you remember that hard conversation he had with us last time? He's like, he was finishing a degree or something, and he had
I have a whole bunch of questions.
he had a whole bunch of questions. He's like, you guys are going to go through my paper, and I'm like, oh my goodness. He's like doing this whole counseling session with us sitting here. That was interesting. That was interesting.
You have your counseling questions ready for Jose?
For Jose, are you going to counsel us, Jose?
He's like, that's not
Will
on
you
the
do some
script.
couples counseling for us?
You know, I am.
He's kidding, Nika.
I am finishing up my master's in marriage family
really?
therapy. Yes.
Ooh.
Awesome.
So I'm, maybe one day, but it's a common of interest now because I kind of guys know you personally.
That's a good
Good
point.
for you, though.
That's a good point.
MFTs are very important.
Yeah.
We don't have enough in the community.
Yes, especially men, especially Latino men.
Yes.
I think that's the reason why I decided to go into this field because I'm like,
That's great.
It's important to have representation, and it's great to have a voice in the community.
Yes.
I do see a lot of people in our community, and it's hard sometimes to talk to someone, and then if I can help just one person,
Yeah.
help them out, it makes a big difference.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. So yeah, thank you so much for being here, Jose. Now, this is the portion of the episode where we normally hand it off to a community resource, and Molina Healthcare is the community resource. Now, you have been on before, but everyone may have not heard or seen that episode, so we'd love for you to fill our viewers and listeners in on what Molina Healthcare does.
Okay, so Molina Healthcare of Nevada, we are it's like health insurance, but for people who qualify for Medicaid, Medicare, and Marketplace. To apply for Medicaid, you just need to go to apply for Molina Healthcare. You can just go to any of our community partners, like you said, like the Washoe County Family Resource Center. Make an appointment. You can also go to the Division of Welfare, apply, and then you choose Molina as your health plan. And out of those, there's some income guidelines. You have to fit within the income guidelines to qualify.
Yeah.
And then from there, when you choose Molina as your health plan, there's these great additional benefits that we offer to the community. For example, for back to school, for all the kids that are going back to school, we have the free membership to Boys and Girls Club. We pay the membership fee for that.
Oh my goodness.
If kids need to get ready for sports, we do the free physical for sports. If mom's birthday is pregnant, if there's a woman who wants to get pregnant, we do a virtual baby shower, and if you attend our baby shower, guess what happens? You get $100 gift card just attending to our baby shower.
That's so cool.
And then from there, after the baby's born, mom can get electric breast pump, car booster seats. If they go for their prenatal visits, any of the wellness visits, there's many gift card opportunities for parents and families, or even single people out there who need any additional services.
That's great.
That's awesome. As a full-time single dad, I'm very blessed in my different roles, but there were some really difficult times.
Yeah.
And people raising children on their own, I'm really glad you have options for them to support them like that. It's important.
And if you are a Molina member, you can definitely just call our Healthy Reward number and just say, hey, I just went to see a doctor. I did a wellness check. Or if you went to a dentist, haven't seen a dentist for a while, say, I just did a dentist. We'll look it up and we'll give you a gift card.
That's awesome. That's great.
So, how do people do that? Where can they find your website?
So if you want to go check our website, there's two options. They can definitely go to our website, which is molinahealthcare.com/NV. And there they get the most updated information about Molina Healthcare of Nevada. We do have the options to switch into different languages as well, like English and Spanish.
Wow.
And if they want to know just the fun stuff about Molina, like our back to school events, and see what we're doing out in the community in general, they can definitely go to our Facebook page and go Molina Healthcare of Nevada and type that in and just follow the and start following us and see the great things we're doing in the community.
I always encourage people when they're looking for healthcare providers or different organizations and companies in different sectors to really look at what those organizations do to give back. And I mean, I'm blown away at what you guys do. Just besides us, like the Discovery Museum, you guys give $100,000 for the mental health exhibit for our youth. I mean, those things matter, and so I'm really encouraged by what you guys are doing in the community.
We definitely like to build relationships with our partners. We met about almost 2 years ago. And it was just me tabling and just like, hey, Dave, do you need anything kind of thing. And we built that. We saw an opportunity to work with you more and work collaboratively with you guys. And I think the back to school event was a great success. And I think that opened for us to see what's out there with the Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet. And
What else could happen?
What else can happen with the Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet? So great opportunity.
Yeah, well, thank you for being a good partner, and just we always point at your guys' banner when I have people. They're like, oh, the Molina Healthcare, they're what should I get for Medicaid? And I'm like, oh, Molina Healthcare is a great partner to us, and you guys are doing a great job, and we always try to make sure to talk very highly of you guys because you guys are doing a lot of good in the community beyond just helping Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet, also helping and building partnerships with all sorts of different organizations, including some of our community partners.
Yeah,
You guys have a great color too.
Thank you. I'm wearing black today, but it's
a
mostly
turquoise.
teal.
Teal.
No, but as everything I said, we do have those 3 lines of business, so it covers the whole entire family. So Medicaid, Marketplace, and Medicare. So we take all 3 lines of businesses. Great opportunity for the whole family to sign up.
So with back to school stuff and everything, what kind of benefits do people get with Molina Healthcare?
So like I said before, the value-added benefits. The biggest one is for after-school care.
That's crazy.
The Boys and Girls Club. You can go to your local Boys and Girls Club, say you're a Molina member, and they'll cover the fees for the membership fees.
Wow.
Kids who play sports. If you have kids who play soccer, we're such a soccer, baseball, football kind of community here. You can get that free physical. If you just need a wellness check, definitely go get that. Parents get a gift card opportunity just for that.
Wow.
So it's really important to look at your value-added benefits. If you are a Molina member, you've got a big package when you sign up for Molina. And I know it's a big package, but if you really look into all that, there is a section for the value-added benefits, and it goes into details what each benefit is and what is the requirement and how to retrieve that reward.
Well, I'm sure on the website too there's an option to be able to reach out to someone and ask for support, right?
Yes, we do have a member service hotline. You can definitely call that number anytime, and during business hours you can call them. We do also have a nurse hotline, which is available 24 hours, 7 days a week. You can call them and just say, hey, my kid has a runny nose, my kid has a headache, what can I do? And they'll give you the advice. If you need transportation, we work with MTM. We'll sign up a transportation services for you to go to your doctor. For example, for your child, if they haven't done that wellness check and dental screening or that physical thing, we'll sign up. Of course, we need 3 days in advance. So the earlier, the better, and they'll give you a window time to pick you up and drop you off at the doctor's appointment and pick you up as well. We also do have bus passes for families for transportations for social services. For example, if yourself that gives out clothes, they can actually get those as social service. If they need to go to the food bank, they need to go to the welfare office, they can go get those free bus passes, 1 per month, and they can just go anywhere in the community and use it all day.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's great. So What inspires you to do what you do? Like, what? This is normally Chaz's question for our guest, but what inspired you to be a part of Molina and continue with Molina? Because you've been with Molina for a little bit now.
Yeah.
By the way, we're in the same building, Circle of Life Hospice. And
I know.
I saw the other guy wave. I was like, did he recognize me or not? This weird guy waving at him.
Yeah, I know. I knew who you were. It's funny because I was talking to my super. I was like, Sticker Life is just out the corner. But no. What inspires me? So I always had a community development mindset. Before working with Molina Healthcare, I worked at Boys and Girls Club, but in San Francisco. Nice. And I worked within my community. I worked with the heavily Hispanic community in the Mission District. I knew there was a need in that community, and coming to Reno, as a transplant from California to Nevada, I really had to see what was the need in the community. And when Molina Healthcare Nevada approached me, I thought it was a perfect fit. Like, I work with the community. I'm actually giving people services that they need, meet them where they're at. Like our events, collaborating with partners like yourself, building it from scratch and building to fruition, and giving those those school supplies, having those kids smile. I think just makes me, or like a mom, say thank you. Like, we last year I think we had a mom coming from Fernley or Fallon, I forgot what they were from, and they're like, we came here just for this back to school that's a drive from Fallon.
And there's a lot less resources even in the rules. And so that's critical.
So like the fact that they came all the way here and just for school supplies, and we might think it's just nothing, but for them it's such a big deal. It's a big thing for them, especially for their kids. We want to make sure the kids on the first day of school that they're ready to learn. They're ready, they're eager. Maybe that uniform or that pencil might can make a big difference on the kids' education.
It can save a life. Even when we look at teen suicide, being bullied because there's holes in their clothes, or not being able to complete their work because they don't have school supplies, that makes a huge difference.
Last year, I volunteered for the Sheriff's Christmas event, and this kid was like, he wanted a telescope, and he was like, I want to be an astronaut one day. And we had a budget, and I was like, no, we'll pay for it. If that kid's going to be an astronaut one day, I want to be that part of that journey with him.
That's awesome.
That makes a big difference. So we had our budget, and then we paid the difference, because I believe with that event can make make them the start of their career.
So you got him the telescope?
Yeah, I did.
That's awesome.
It was a reasonable pricing, so I was like, definitely will help the kid out.
That's awesome, dude.
Inspiring our next generation. That's awesome.
And that's what it's all about. Like, and it's cool to hear what actually inspires you. Jose.
Yes.
He's all excited. He's like, a telescope?
No, I don't want a telescope.
Maybe for Christmas?
What do you want for Christmas?
What do I want for Christmas? Are you Santa?
Yes. Last month was July. So.
We had Santa on our podcast. Did you see Santa?
Yes, I did. I do follow your podcast. I might not watch it every episode, but I do go back in time and watch it. And I do give hearts when I see it.
Thank you. Yeah. No, it's definitely great to hear the different reasons why our community partners do what they do. And you guys really do a lot in the community, but beyond that, I think just our friendship and what we do in the community together really does matter. It really does, because the more we all work together, it just creates a better environment for the community.
We're a small community, so definitely coming from a big city to a small city,
Mission District.
Coming from that to this, like the resources are endless here, and I think that's what your mission is, trying to bring all those community partners and really work together. Because we do all the same. We work with the same people. It's time to bring all us together.
We're stronger united for sure.
And that's what really matters for sure. And that's why we're always looking for partners, whether it's microcloset partners, whether it's, I got a few calls today about some partnerships with them, different microclosets we can't announce yet, and different things we just want to continue to keep helping. We really do. Our mission is to just help the community and be there for people, meet people where they're at. And it's hard. It's really hard sometimes. It's hard to meet people where they're at. It's not an easy task. And so to have partners with you doing it makes it better. It really does. I mean, even if it's like a grand opening of something and I'm hanging out with Jose and we're going to go to this grand opening together, or we're going to help make sure that a Molina member has a suitcase, whatever the situation might be, it makes it so much better that we're working together in partnership.
Well, like you said, building bridges, the holistic approach, being able to offer more resources to individuals, being able to help with this and that, it makes a huge difference too, not just one area of their life.
And we know, me working for Molina, we might not have all the answers.
Yeah.
We depend on our community partners to help us out with our members. So if we can refer to one of our community partners, say, hey, Molina member needs X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
It can make, that also brings partnership too.
It does, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, that's what open enrollment is in October, and you can always, you can always pick a Medicaid provider, and definitely Molina is a very strong person to pick as a partner of Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet.
So currently, actually, open enrollment has just started in July, so people can actually start switching now.
It's now?
Starting
okay.
now. So open enrollment can start from July all the way to October 31st.
I didn't know that.
Definitely, people can switch anytime and choose Molina as their health plan.
Great.
We're trying to make sure that people are getting the best care that they can get.
That's great. That's really great. So thank you guys so much for being a part of what we're doing in the community. If you guys want to learn more about Molina, please visit their website, which is
molinahealthcare.com/MV, or go to our Facebook page, Molina Healthcare of Nevada.
Awesome. Yeah. And if you want to find out more about Good Shepherd's Clothes Closet, please visit getclothes.org. We're always looking for support, whether that's volunteer support, financial support, or support of clothing. So thank you guys so much. We really appreciate you being a part of what we are doing in the community. We help 700 people a month, no matter what. We're asking you to come alongside and help one. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week.